Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me on another video. Today we are going to be exploring the activities for week number 24. So I hope you guys are ready. Let's begin.
Okay, so let's begin with week number 24. On Monday, we are going to review some means of transportation like fire truck or police car. Okay, and when we finish reviewing those, I'm going to assign an action to each one of them. So, for example, for the fire truck, you guys are going to jump. Or for the police car, you are going to clap. Okay, once we establish that, you guys are going to listen to an audio I'm going to play for you and remembering the actions assigned to each one of the vehicles, you are going to repeat the action. Okay? When we finish with that, we are going to our book and find page number 55. And there we can see a school bus. So we are going to take our material, our finger paint, our clothespin or tweezers, and our cotton balls. And we're going to take the cotton ball with the tweezers or the clothespin and we're going to dip it in some finger paint so we can trace the outline of our bus. And that's how we're going to end our class. Okay, so now with Tuesday. On Tuesday, we're going to check one more time the same vehicles, the same means of transportation we studied on Monday, like fire truck, police car, all of those. And then I'm gonna ask you some questions about the characteristics of those means of transportation. Okay, and you're gonna tell me yes or no to those questions. You have to talk. Then I'm gonna read the second part of the cake hunt story. We're gonna see what happens to Josh and the cake. And then I'm gonna tell you some of the lines of the story, and you're gonna act those lines. Okay, it's going to be easy. For example, Josh goes to the bakery in his bike, so you're going to pretend you are going to the bakery in the bike. Now, after that, I'm gonna show you some pictures of Mexico City's subway. And we're going to talk if you have ever been to one, if you would like to be, what do you think about that? And when we finish, you're going to find your page 34 in the book and you are going to color the subway. Okay, and that is for that class. Now, for our 1:30 p.m. class, we're going to review two concepts. Well, the concept of speed and the opposites. So, for example, I'm going to show you fast and slow. Okay, we're going to see some other opposites, but these two are the ones that are most important. So, once we finish that, I'm going to show you some means of transportation. For example, bike or airplane. And when we see all of those, you guys are going to tell me if those are fast or if those are slow. Okay, you're going to have to move your hands and your legs accordingly. If it's fast, you move your hands fast. If it's slow, you move your hands slow. And then we are going to take our material, our old magazines or books, our scissors, our glue, and we're going to look for means of transportation, whatever you find. An airplane, a rocket, a helicopter, a car, a bicycle. And once you have those, you're going to take your piece of paper and you're going to classify them On the left, you're going to put the fast means of transportation, and on the left, you're going to put the fast means of transportation, and on the right, you're going to put the slow means of transportation, okay? You are going to decide. You are going to classify them. And that's how we are going to end with this class.
Now, for our class on Wednesday, this is going to be super easy. We're going to review, my friends, the letters T and the letter D, okay? We're going to see how we can write it and all of that. And I ask you to have a small mirror with you because we are going to check the position of our tongue, of our lips, when we pronounce letter T and when we pronounce letter D. Okay, once we finish with that, we are going to review some of the words that begin with D, like dog, dinosaur, deer, and some of the words that begin with T, like telephone, teacher. Okay, so we're going to see all of those words, and then to close the activity, we're going to, well, not to close, we're going to play a little game of I Spy. Okay, you're going to have to find all of the letter T's and then all of the letter D's on the board. And then to close, we're going to take our chalk and our chalkboard and we're going to write one letter T and something that begins with the letter T, and then one letter D and something that begins with the letter D. So super easy, super simple. That's how Wednesday ends. So on Thursday, we are going to check some new means of transportation. Well, relatively new because we have already been studying them, like rocket, airplane. Okay, we're going to see all of the means of transportation that go by air. And then when we discuss that, then I'm going to show you a video. It's a little story called I Want to Travel, okay? First, you're going to listen and you're going to tell me what you're listening to. Then we're going to watch it and see if what you said matches the reality. And when we finish with that, then we are going to turn to page number 35 on our English book. And with a little bit of finger paint, we are going to listen to the story one more time and circle the means of transportation we hear. So if you hear an airplane, you are going to circle an airplane. Easy. That's how we're going to end this class. Okay, so for our 1:30 p.m. class, we're going to discuss everything about the museums and a fire station. We're going to see if have you ever been to one, if you would like to be in one, and I'm going to take you on a field trip. We are going to visit the inside of a museum, all of the rooms, well, some of the rooms. And then when we finish and you tell me what you thought of that, we're going to a fire station. Okay, we're going to take a trip to a fire station, and it's a really nice fire station because it's all female firefighters. So it should be fun. I hope you guys are going to enjoy that. And that's it. Okay, and to finish with Friday, okay, we are going to read the third part of the story, The Cake Hunt. We're going to see what's happening with Josh and his friends and the cake and all of that. And then I'm going to tell you some statements from the story. You're going to tell me if the statement, well, you're not going to tell me.
If the statement is true, you are going to jump forward. And if the statement is false, you are going to jump backwards. Okay, so that's what we're going to play. And then when we finish with this, you're going to take your bingo grid with the cutouts I asked you to have. Okay, and we're going to play bingo with the vocabulary we have been studying. And that's it. That's how we're going to end. Okay, so for our second class, we are going to discuss a new occupation, sailors. Okay, we're going to see what they do, who they are, where they work, what do they use, all of those things. Then I'm gonna show you a really nice song. We're gonna listen to the song, A Sailor Went to the Sea, and I'm gonna show you some hand movements that go with the song. So you're going to need an adult or someone with you because you need a partner. Okay, and to finish, we are going to take our paper and our markers and we are going to make a beautiful sailor's hat because we can be sailors for a day. And that's how we finish with all of our week's work. Well, that was it. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for paying attention. And I would love to see you on next week's video. Bye.